Buying a house is the largest financial commitment most of us make. We meticulously check the obvious parts, climbing ladders to inspect the roof, testing the furnace, and walking the basement to check the foundation. But those standard inspections usually stop right at ground level, missing one of the property's most critical structural elements entirely. This X-ray diagram reveals exactly what lies beneath the surface. Extending deep under the lawn and foundation is a massive, complex network of sewer lines operating completely out of sight. Because this infrastructure is buried, roots can infiltrate, and pipes can crack or collapse without any surface warning. Purchasing a property without checking these lines leaves you exposed to tens of thousands of dollars in hidden excavation repairs. Running a specialized diagnostic sewer camera through these pipes is the only definitive way to spot structural failures before they become your financial burden. A home's surface condition means very little if the hidden infrastructure supporting it is already collapsing. The first warning signs of system failure usually start right at the drain. When a sink starts sluggishly draining and murky water is slowly creeping upward, it indicates a solid blockage deep in the line. The immediate instinct for many homeowners is to reach under the counter and pour a bottle of heavy-duty chemical cleaner down the drain to dissolve the problem. Toxic chemical liquid pools against the blockage, generating intense heat that warps and corrodes the interior pipe walls. Instead, hydrojetting feeds a high-pressure water nozzle into the line, blasting away the blockage and scouring the walls clean without damage. Harsh liquids degrade the very plumbing they are supposed to fix, while targeted mechanical pressure fully restores the system's flow. Moving outward to the perimeter of the house, the plumbing system faces a completely different environmental threat as winter temperatures drop. Look at this exposed pipe in a poorly insulated crawlspace. When frost penetrates exterior walls, the water sitting idle inside the copper rapidly drops in temperature, crystallizing and expanding into solid ice. That expanding ice exerts thousands of pounds of pressure against the metal. The pipe fractures, guaranteeing a massive leak the moment the ice finally thaws. Having professionals inspect and insulate these vulnerable choke points before the freeze sets in is a necessary step to keep the cold at bay. Waiting for a fracture to flood the basement removes all your options. Weatherproofing the system ensures the infrastructure survives the season intact. Past the foundation and far out into the yard, rural and suburban homes rely on the deepest and most isolated component of the entire network, the buried septic tank. This cutaway shows a healthy underground septic system, slowly filling, naturally separating heavy sludge at the bottom and scum at the top. But when ignored, volume exceeds capacity. Pressure reverses direction entirely, violently pushing accumulated waste back up the inlet pipe. Raw sewage then breaches the interior drains, turning a buried maintenance chore into an active biohazard event inside the living space. The infrastructure buried deepest in the yard requires the strictest schedule of care to keep it functioning properly. From sluggish interior drains to frozen exposed pipes to the isolated septic tank, a home's plumbing is a sensitive, interconnected ecosystem. Once any single part of that ecosystem fails, the most dangerous variable is the unrelenting passage of time. This is the result when a leak goes unchecked. Waiting until morning to address an overnight rupture allows water damage to compound exponentially. Halting that destruction immediately requires a safety net that operates around the clock, day or night. It demands certified operators ready to deploy instantly with diagnostic cameras to find the source, and hydrojetting technology to clear the blockage safely. Protecting your investment means moving past blind luck and quick DIY fixes. Securing a home's hidden anatomy requires a professional, rapid response network ready to act the moment the system fails.